This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Blak Magus, and I'm doing this video kind of as an Askfm answer, because I've been getting a lot of crazy questions on Askfm, and I appreciate them. But I've also been getting some questions that I felt I didn't have to save for podcasts, and I said this on the podcast, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, but there's some questions I feel like aren't as quote unquote podcast worthy. In fact, there's questions like this one that I got that I feel are more video worthy or for other platforms than just, especially for the His Point Review podcast. I feel like that's more about life, relationships, things like that. For the Reason We're Born, that's more social, political type show. So those issues would probably be more akin to questions to. I'm messing up here. The questions for the show would have to bear more social, political weight, I think. Not like the ones I've been getting, which have mostly been about my love life. What is wrong with y'all? Why are y'all so damn curious about my love life? Leave me alone. But this one particular question, I'm going to pull it up on my phone right now. I should have been more prepared. You guys know me. I'm reckless with my video recording. But I was asked a question, and I'm not going to say who asked it, but they know who they are, and I will definitely hit them up. And I thank you, sir, for your question. But and I'm going to answer it also on my Twitter feed too, so watch out for it there. But did you ever think you would be gaming this long, and how did you keep invested in it? Which I think is a very, very good question, and a very video worthy question, because for those of you who may not know, I am 42 years old and still gaming. I have been gaming since the age of 6. I ain't gonna say the year I was 6 years old, because you motherfuckers don't need to know. God damn it. No old jokes. Okay? You see, already the gray and stuff like that. Even though I got the cute baby face, the gray is definitely betraying my age. And don't give me that there's young people who gray shit. Yeah, I know that, but still, this reminds me of my oldness. Anyway, but yeah, so did I ever think I would be gaming this long? I really haven't thought about it until now. And it's easy to say this in hindsight, but I have to believe that there's somewhere deep in my heart that I always knew once I fell in love with gaming, I would be gaming until you couldn't, I couldn't put my hands on a controller or find some means to control. And now with virtual reality, I can game till I fucking die, because I can just throw in that helmet and do whatever the fuck I want. Thank you for innovation in gaming. So I'll probably be gaming till I die. Seriously, because I love gaming. Gaming is so much fun. Even when I'm not playing games, I love the media of gaming. I love talking about gaming. I love reading about gaming. I love wearing gaming stuff. I mean, who at the age of 42 gets excited because a friend of theirs sees that there's a couple of streamers, Dr. Lupo and Ninja. Yes, I know who Dr. Lupo and Ninja is. I may be old, but I know. That's the thing. I know these things because I'm into gaming like that. They were doing a charity drive by selling these shirts. And let me back up a little bit more so you could actually see the design, which is dope as fuck. It's like Dr. Lupo here with the shotgun and Ninja's logo right there with the swords. It's awesome, and I thank my friend very much for getting it for me, because all the money went to St. Jude, so that was what's up. But things like that, just being seriously in them. I did an unboxing, and I mentioned how I wanted to get back into my collecting and stuff like that. And what were the first two things that I bought to usher myself into collecting? Not comic book stuff, which I'm into. Not sci-fi stuff, which I'm into. Not wrestling, which I'm into. These. Zarya and Zenyatta, two of my favorite characters from the game Overwatch. I haven't played Overwatch in a while, but I still have mad love for those characters. Now, I'm mad because they, as I said before, they didn't have one of the characters that I wanted to get, because I was going to do a trifecta thing, and I was going to get my 3 favorite characters from the game, which were, in no particular order, Zenyatta, Zarya. Zarya is probably my favorite, though, and then Symmetra, which I will get. I will get Symmetra. You will see me do an unboxing for Symmetra, god damn it, someday soon. But, you know, video games have always just been such a huge part of my life. Like many of you, they've been this big arena of escape from, you know, problems growing up, issues, the knocks, the growing pains, you know, ups and downs of life, things like that. It's been something that has comforted me, helped me get through some problems. Hell, that first Extra Life, the year my mom died, when I did the 24 hours, that, like, just playing games, talking to you guys about games while raising money was a godsend. It helped, like, helped some of the healing, knowing that I did that. You know, gaming does a lot. Gaming is very, you know, it can be a very good tool of life. A lot of people like to talk about the negatives, things like that, like the way gamers react and respond and do stupid stuff and talk, and how they come at developers, or how, like, you have the whole Gamergate stuff, the way women are treated in gaming. For all the disgusting elements of gaming, just like most things in life, the things that are great are so beautiful that you just can't deny. That, you know, they're the thing that means most, and they're the reason why we are who we are. We are the gamers that we are. The reason why we love this medium so much, and the reason why you're starting to see more people like me in my age group continue to game, because, you know, this is something, again, started off at 6, Atari 2600, wood grain finish, Pac-Man, Atari football. Oh my god, I played so much Atari football as a kid. I played the baseball game, things like that. The shittiness, the horrible graphics, the, like, just weird sounds, upgrading to the Nintendo Entertainment System. Actually being one of those foolish kids who thought he needed to have Rob, and I got Rob, and didn't use Rob, of course, because Rob was some bullshit. But we loved Rob, and we loved the fucking, you know, light gun, because everybody loved playing Duck Hunt. Even people who didn't play games would grab that fucking light gun and play Duck Hunt. That's the thing. Gaming is so powerful that it can make people who don't like games, or at least indulge in them in some way. You know, we could rag on stuff like the Wii and all of that with the, you know, nunchuck and all that, but let's be honest. The Wii probably did more for gaming, I would say, than anything else at the point when it came out, because yes, we've had all these innovations and things like that, and the, like, you know, HD era and all this, graphics, what have you. But the Wii brought the casual crowd way back into gaming. Whereas, like, you know, the casual crowd kind of was in gaming in my childhood, mostly because it was a novelty, and it was just, like, you know, a success story, or, you know, a mark of societal success to own a gaming system in your house. Like, back in the day, the things that you wanted to have was a color TV and a video game system and a VHS or VCR. Those were like status symbols, like, oh, you're doing good in your life. So a lot of people got into it because, you know, they wanted to be able to say, like, I got this stuff, even though they couldn't give a fuck about most games. It's like Flash today, you get that casual crowd that got back in because of the Wii U, and then more people were starting to, like, figure out, like, celebrities and all that, that there's fun in multiplayer and all that. This is why we, to the point now where people like Mr. Ninja here has gotten so popular that he's showing up in music videos, he's showing up at the ESPYs, being invited to all these social events that have nothing to do with gaming, because people in these other social circles who at some point in time didn't necessarily want to admit that they were gamers, or didn't really think about gaming, they're now looking at this guy as a, like, peer. And not only that are they looking at it as a peer, but they're fanboying to this guy. Like, Juju Schuster is a huge gaming fanboy. If you don't know who Juju Schuster is, he's a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that dude be fanboying like shit when it comes to gaming. Or look at Xavier Woods from WWE. Like his up down thing is an homage to his like fanboy nature to gaming. So I feel all of that, and I feel them, and that's why I'm not surprised that I'm into gaming, because it's something that I grew up with, and it's just always going to be something that's going to be big to me. I mean, let's face it, I'm a fucking big kid at heart anyway. I'm trying to get back into collectibles, people. And I'll do more than just Funko Pops, but I thought these were cool too. God damn it. Can't wait to set this Zenyatta on my shelf. I was thinking about getting Sombra too, just on the off note. Sombra and Mercy, those Funkos look cool. They're not necessarily favorite characters, but they're cool. Anyway, but we'll be doing that down the line too. So yeah, gaming. Yeah, I cannot foresee a moment in my future where I would not continue to game. My investment, as you can see, is just more than just it's a fun hobby, but it's, you could kind of say, sort of a lifestyle in a way. I mean, I'm not as into it as some people are, but I love the culture. That's the thing. I love the gaming culture. Even with all the shit that makes me mad, and you guys know, like, all the things that make me mad about the gaming culture and the gaming community, I'm still a fan of the stuff that brought me to the table, the stuff that I love. And that's what I tend to focus on. That's why I don't think my love for gaming will ever die, because I will not let not one motherfucker take my love away because they want to be an asshole or a dickhead or just a fucking child about gaming. You know what I mean? Because I say this all the time to people when they talk about these crazy issues that they think are so big and all that. Like, oh, the developers don't care and all that. You guys are losing sight of why we got into gaming, and that's the fun. We didn't get into gaming to shape it, to control it, to dictate what we think gaming should be or what it shouldn't be. Remember, we were the people who were dictated in my time growing up, that we were the stupid, nerdy, social rejects who were way too into this kids thing, who needed to grow up, who will never have friends this way, will never amount to be anything. If guys, you know the deal, you'll never get a girlfriend because you're into this stuff like that, and and all that stuff. Just any negative connotation you could have thrown with it's the why you being into games makes you a lesser person. I've seen it, done it, heard it, experienced it, all that stuff. And the thing that kept me going was I love playing games. I love having fun. I love playing janky games. I love playing shitty games. I love the fucking 8-bit era and 16-bit era flaws and slowdowns and all that stuff. Stuff that people like to cry about, like, oh my god, the frames per second and all that. Like, that shit's it's a part of it. It's the wackiness of games. No game's flawless. It's never been flawless. Some of that stuff makes it charming. Some can make it very unplayable, but you don't worry about the stuff that you can't play or that you don't enjoy playing. You focus on the stuff that you enjoy, and that's why I think I will never lose my investment or my love for this, because my investment is all about how much it makes me feel happy when I'm playing it and I'm enjoying something. And if it's something great, it's even heightened. If it's something bad, it's like, oh, that sucked, but whatever. Game is still fucking cool, and it's still fucking awesome. I'm never going to lose that joy and excitement about it. So, that's why I have some division with the gaming community, because I don't get into the hyperbolic conversations. We can have those discussions. I'm kind of not going to be the guy who's going to want to carry it. I'm going to always approach it as logical as possible, and just to keep my self rooted in the fact that at the end of the day, I'm in this because I love it. Not because I want to be somebody, not because I want to be a huge personality, not because, I want the perks and things like that of saying that I'm into this community or what have you that a lot of people do. I just love fucking playing games and talking about games and reading about games and tweeting about games to you guys and doing videos like this about games with you guys and answering questions about games and watching games, watching Twitch. Fucking 42 years old, I watch more Twitch than I watch regular TV. It's crazy, but it's because I love games and I love gaming. That's just it. So hopefully that answered your question, sir. I will give a text response, like I said. Hopefully you'll see that first and know that this video is either there or coming. So, yeah. But anyway, whew, that was a long video, and that was. But hey, I mean, to show you how I feel about games. So, anyway, as always, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll hit you later. This your boy Blak Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.